Accounting industry is rapidly transforming, partially due to productivity optimization available through newer technologies. Today's accountant is no longer burdened with task-oriented projects. Instead, thanks to a shift in dynamic accounting technology, accounting softwares are becoming more automated and the role of the accountant is changing to that of a business advisor. Now let's take a look at how bookkeeping was done way back before the dot-com bubble.
No, this can't be. What did I did wrong? Why isn't this balancing? Let's see. Non-current asset check. Current asset check. Non-current liability check. Current liability check. Equity check. I can't find what went wrong. I will go through all this huge paperwork and find out what went wrong. This is unbelievable. I guess I'm gonna have to stay up all night to find out what went wrong and fix this mess. Hello? Honey? Yeah, I think I won't be able to come back for dinner again. I'm messed up. Hello? Hi?
As you just saw, that was the stressful life of an average bookkeeper before accounting softwares were introduced. The first accounting software hit the market in 1978. It was called VisiCalc. According to its creator, Dan Bricklin, VisiCalc took 20 hours of work per week for some people and turned it out in just 15 minutes and let them become much more creative. VisiCalc pioneered the automatically updated sales, which saved a tremendous amount of time for accountants. After 20 years of being a sole proprietorship, Sai Rajab is now a private limited company. Mr. Zianzai Salavo hired his nephew, Mr. Niashi, as his accountant. Mr. Niashi did all the accounting using the software VisiCalc.
Finally. Let me check. Sales done, purchases done, gross profit. Wow, looks like we make a big profit this year. Uncle is going to be very happy about it too. I still wondering why he helped me to do this. Something so simple like just tapping the keyboard. He probably was not good with numbers, I think. They tell me to do something. I better call my wife and let her know about I'm gonna be on my way home. Yo, baby, I'll be home ready soon for dinner. Say hi to our daughter. See you soon. Love you.
VisiCalc eliminated the use of calculators, pencils, and paper ledgers, since all data was stored on a computer. And since computers were much smarter than humans at calculations, the margin for error was significantly lower. 20 years later, the most innovative accounting software solution was introduced with the name of QuickBooks. Even though the initial release raised a lot of security concerns, it was later fixed with a huge update with new features like audit trails, double entries, and other better security features. QuickBooks can also store data on cloud, which meant the data can be accessed by accountants anytime, anywhere. None of these features are previously available on VisiCalc. Before QuickBooks, financial charts and graphs were created manually by hand. As you can see, the charts look really messy and very difficult to interpret for the user. And even a small mistake took a huge amount of time for accountants to remedy them.
Oh, wrong. Oh, not again. What the? Oh, almost. What?
I need to go to a meeting. The time is up. I need to be careful.
Finally, you are here. Do you know what time is it near here?
Okay. Sorry, boss. I'm just finishing my graph.
You're wasting everyone's time by coming here late.
I'm very sorry, boss.
Okay, let's
And
get
here is the financial chart of our company. You can see here is our profit curve. See? The middle one.
Where? So, which one is the profit curve?
Here, the middle one.
I can't even see anything. This looks like children's drawing.
Yes. But I tried all the time.
I'm sorry, but you have to redo this.
Okay, boss.
Mr. Niyoshi passed away 2 years before QuickBooks were introduced, and Mr. Xianzai Salawo had fresh graduate Mr. Zhao from Moonway University. Mr. Zhao knew QuickBooks really well, and he was using the product to its fullest potential.
Mr. Wu, as you can see in this graph, your company has performed really well in the last quarter. Your sales have improved tenfold compared to the same quarter last year. But if you want to really further expand your business to serve more regions, I think you should really think about making your company public.
Really, tenfold. That's incredible. To be honest, I wasn't even expecting this much growth in a short period of time. But shouldn't we see what the rest of the company board thinks about this first? They might think about this differently.
You don't have to worry about that. I already have a meeting with the rest of the board, and then completely agree. We are just waiting for the approval.
Wow, really? Weren't you just an accountant? I thought accountant just crunch number what is wrong. I didn't think you guys have this much involved in our business. I'm really impressed.
That's what true before that .com bubble. Nowadays, for us accountants, people still have become just as important as keeping numbers in check. Because of the automated programs, accountants have more time to give good financial advice, such as smart business decision, and be much more involved in our clients' business. Now we are expected to recommend best practice to you and suggest where to reduce costs while improving your profits. We have turned from a mere mathematical to a really good business consultant.
Wow, remind me to give me a bigger raise.
Now let's see what some of the experts in this field have to say about these rapid changes. With me here right now, we have Bill Gates from Microsoft Incorporated, Jack Ma from Alibaba, and Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. And finally, one of the most decorated and outstanding lecturers from First City University College, Mr. David Lee on Skype. Thank you everyone for being here. Mr. Gates, please tell us how cloud computing has helped accountants like you perform at your job effectively and efficiently.
Yo, thanks for you inviting me. Thanks to the cloud computing, we can now upload and store all our data on our digital cloud storage. For those who are unfamiliar with the technology, cloud computing is a type of internet-based computing that provides shared computer processing resources and data to computers and other devices on demand too. This allows accountants to perform accounting tasks from any location, as well as the ability to deliver financial information and the reports through the cloud. Now there is more time to engage with the client and focus on business strategy instead of getting burdened with detailed processes.
Mr. Zuckerberg, you are next. Since all bookkeeping is done by software these days, do you think it's a necessity for an accountant who just graduated to have some basic knowledge of these said softwares?
Because of all those extra rigorous technology and software, professional accountants need to possess IT skills necessary accounting software in addition to being knowledgeable in accounting practice and being able to apply the process learned. Well, there are some professionals who are not highly skilled with the lasted accounting programs. All professionals in the firm need to be able to manage accounting and IT. Once you are trained in accounting and technology, you will be ready to search for openings to start your careers.
Mr. Jackma, since we are saving a lot of time for us accountants, what do you suggest we do with all the time we are saving?
Let's say with the help of technology and software, as accountant, training will be needed, but instead this will increase the strategic training. For example, an accountant who has access to a computer and the right system can easily perform tax preparation service, statistical analysis, and forecast modeling much more efficiently without spending years completing core training. Furthermore, accountants now have deeper insight on showing off financial details, which is helpful at explaining difficult reports or concepts to clients. This innovation means huge reduction in roadwork and more time for an accountant to spend on finding valuable insight for their clients.
No. Already?
Yeah, can.
You need to ask, right?
You ask.
Okay. Mr. David, do you think the changes brought by the technology to the accounting industry is good or bad? Please give us your opinion on this matter.
To me, the changes in technology for accounting is both good and bad due to the fact that there are good changes whereby nowadays, as accountants, you are not needed to do a lot of manual work. So all the manual work are done using your system, using your computer, using your softwares. So they are all processed for you and you do not need to do your double entry, your report generation, everything manually. This is a good thing because it saves time for accountants to start to migrate to the role of analyzing your financial statements rather than looking and making numbers. But on the bad side, because of automation of all the processes, there may be chances that errors may occur due to system setup. There are many instances that I have seen in my life where, due to a wrong system setup, the whole income statement or balance sheet was off and wrong. So one is the errors, and two also now because of such digitalized things, not many information are considered to be private and confidential. So if you want to keep your accounting information private and confidential, it's no longer possible because according to some experts say in cloud computing, your Word and Excel 365 is actually storing a set of data for you in your cloud, whereby if you do not want to renew, you will end up letting them have your data in your information. So that is also one problem with this, and also consider the fact that there are chances of people hacking into your system being attacked by viruses and anything. So the changes are good and bad, but to me, there are still certain parts of accounting which still needs a human manual intervention. That's all.
As Mr. David said, the changes brought by technology to the accounting profession is mixed, but overall, it has brought a really positive change.
And has a really low margin of error.
So you say, you're fired. Why? Why, sir? I get so much for a company. So you say, but you're still fired. Oh.
What's happening over here?
One, two, and start.
Mr. Gates, I'll start with you. Please tell us how. What the are you laughing?
So how do I want to shoot this? And start.
Mr. Zuckerberg, you are next. Okay.
See? You see what I mean? To start.
Mr. Zuckerberg, you are next. Since all bookkeeping is done by software these days, do you think it's necessary for an accountant who just graduated to have some basic knowledge of these softwares?
We have to go.
You are trained in accounting and technology, you will be ready to search for openings to start your careers.
Gone.
Here is the perfect curve. See?
Which one is a profit curve?
Here. This line.
What? This curve is